Imagine waking up one morning, opening your eyes, and realizing the world around you looks blurry, dim, almost like someone turned down the brightness on life itself. The faces of your loved ones, the colors of flowers outside your window, the words in your favorite book suddenly become harder to see. For many seniors, this isn't just a scary thought, it's a reality that slowly creeps in without warning. What if I told you that something sitting in your kitchen right now, something millions of people eat every single day, could quietly be increasing your risk of vision loss? Stay with me, because today we're going to talk about an ingredient that many people believe is harmless, even normal. But research and health experts are starting to warn that for older adults, consuming too much of it may accelerate damage to your eyes. The scary part is that most people have no idea it's happening until the damage has already begun. And if you're over the age of 50, what I'm about to share could help you protect your eyesight for years to come. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed that as people get older, they start needing stronger glasses? Maybe reading small text becomes difficult. Night driving gets harder. Lights seem too bright. Colors aren't as vivid as they used to be. Many people think this is just a normal part of aging. But in many cases, lifestyle and diet play a much bigger role than most people realize. Your eyes are incredibly delicate organs. Inside them are tiny blood vessels, nerves, and light-sensitive cells that allow you to see everything around you. These structures need proper nutrients and protection to function well. When something interferes with that delicate system, problems can start developing slowly, and sometimes silently. One of the biggest threats to vision in seniors is something called oxidative stress and inflammation. These processes damage cells in the eyes over time and can contribute to serious conditions like macular degeneration, cataracts, and diabetic eye disease. Now here's where that common ingredient enters the picture. The ingredient many experts are warning seniors about is excessive added sugar. Yes, sugar. Before you think, well, I only eat sweets occasionally, hold on. The problem isn't just desserts or candy bars. Sugar hides in far more foods than people realize. Breakfast cereals, flavored yogurts, packaged bread, sauces, fruit juices, and even foods labeled as healthy can contain large amounts of added sugar. And for seniors, regularly consuming too much sugar can trigger a chain reaction inside the body that may eventually affect the eyes. Let me explain how this works in simple terms. When you eat foods high in sugar, your blood sugar levels rise quickly. Your body responds by releasing insulin to bring those levels back down. Over time, if this happens again and again, it can lead to insulin resistance and higher average blood sugar levels. High blood sugar doesn't just affect energy levels or weight. It can damage tiny blood vessels throughout the body, including the very small ones inside your eyes. Inside the retina, which is the light-sensitive layer at the back of the eye, there are extremely fine blood vessels responsible for delivering oxygen and nutrients. When blood sugar stays high for long periods, those vessels can weaken, swell, leak, or become blocked. This condition is commonly known as diabetic retinopathy, and it's one of the leading causes of vision loss in older adults. But here's something many people don't realize. You don't need to have full-blown diabetes for sugar to start causing problems. Even moderate but consistent spikes in blood sugar can increase inflammation and oxidative stress in the eyes. Over time, this can accelerate age-related macular degeneration, which is one of the main reasons seniors gradually lose central vision. That's the part of vision responsible for reading, recognizing faces, and seeing fine details. Imagine trying to read your phone or watch television while the center of your vision slowly fades away. It's a frightening thought, but it happens to millions of people worldwide. And diet plays a bigger role than most people think. Studies have shown that diets high in refined sugar and simple carbohydrates are linked with a higher risk of developing age-related eye diseases. When sugar levels spike repeatedly, the body produces more harmful molecules called advanced glycation end products, often shortened to AGEs. These compounds accumulate in tissues, including the eyes, and can damage proteins, blood vessels, and cells. Over time, this contributes to aging and degeneration inside the eye. Think of it like rust slowly forming on metal. You might not notice it at first, but little by little the damage spreads. Now here's the good news. Your body has an amazing ability to heal and protect itself when you give it the right support. Reducing added sugar intake is one of the most powerful steps seniors can take to help protect their eyesight. But before we talk about what to eat instead, it's important to understand where hidden sugar might be sneaking into your daily routine. Many people start their day with what they believe is a healthy breakfast. Maybe a bowl of cereal with milk and a glass of fruit juice. But some cereals contain as much sugar as dessert. Fruit juice, even though it sounds healthy, often contains large amounts of natural sugars without the fiber that slows absorption. This can cause rapid spikes in blood sugar. Flavored yogurt is another common source of hidden sugar. Some single-serving cups contain more sugar than a candy bar. Then there are processed snacks, cookies, crackers, granola bars, pastries. These foods not only contain sugar, but also refined carbohydrates that quickly convert to sugar in the body. Even condiments like ketchup, barbecue sauce, and salad dressings can add surprising amounts of sugar to meals. When these foods become part of a daily routine, sugar intake can climb much higher than people realize. And over time, the eyes may start to pay the price. Another issue related to sugar is inflammation. Chronic inflammation has been linked to several eye conditions that become more common with age. Diets high in sugar and processed foods can increase inflammatory markers in the body. Inflammation can damage the retina, weaken blood vessels, and interfere with normal eye function. On the other hand, diets rich in whole foods, vegetables, healthy fats, lean proteins, and antioxidant-rich fruits can help reduce inflammation and support eye health. One group of nutrients that is especially important for vision are antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin. These compounds help protect the retina from damage caused by blue light and oxidative stress. They are found in foods like spinach, kale, broccoli, peas, and eggs. Omega-3 fatty acids are another powerful ally for eye health. They support the structure of eye cells and may help reduce the risk of dry eye syndrome and macular degeneration. You can find omega-3s in foods like salmon, sardines, walnuts, and flax seeds. Vitamin C, vitamin E, and zinc also play important roles in maintaining healthy eyes. Citrus fruits, bell peppers, almonds, sunflower seeds, and legumes can help supply these nutrients. When seniors shift their diet away from sugary, processed foods and toward nutrient-dense whole foods, they are giving their eyes the building blocks needed to stay healthy. Another important factor to consider is hydration. Many seniors do not drink enough water during the day. Dehydration can contribute to dry eyes, irritation, and discomfort. Sometimes people mistake thirst for hunger and reach for sugary snacks instead of water. Drinking enough fluids helps support tear production and keeps the eyes lubricated. Now let's talk about something else that often goes hand in hand with high sugar intake: weight gain and metabolic issues. Excess body weight increases the risk of conditions like high blood pressure and diabetes, both of which can harm vision over time. High blood pressure can damage blood vessels in the retina, a condition known as hypertensive retinopathy. This can lead to blurred vision and, in severe cases, vision loss. Keeping blood sugar levels stable and maintaining a balanced diet can help support both eye health and overall wellness. But here's something encouraging. Even small changes can make a difference. You don't have to eliminate every sweet treat forever. The goal is to reduce excessive added sugar and focus on healthier alternatives most of the time. Instead of sugary desserts, Try fresh fruit paired with nuts or yogurt. Instead of soda or sweetened beverages, choose water, herbal tea, or sparkling water with lemon. Instead of highly processed snacks, reach for whole foods like apples, carrots, or a handful of almonds. These simple swaps help stabilize blood sugar and provide nutrients that support your body. Another powerful habit is reading food labels. Manufacturers often hide sugar under different names such as corn syrup, dextrose, fructose, maltose, or cane juice. If sugar appears near the top of the ingredient list, it means the product contains a significant amount. Being aware of this can help you make smarter choices at the grocery store. And if you're caring for an older family member, this information can be incredibly valuable. Helping them reduce excessive sugar intake may support not only their eye health, but also their heart, brain, and energy levels. Because the truth is, vision loss can have a huge impact on independence and quality of life. When people lose the ability to see clearly, everyday tasks become more difficult. Reading medication labels, driving, cooking, recognizing faces, all of these rely on healthy eyesight. Protecting vision is about more than just seeing clearly. It's about maintaining freedom, confidence, and connection with the world around you. And while aging is inevitable, many aspects of health are influenced by daily choices. What we eat today can affect how we see tomorrow. If you or someone you love is over the age of 50, this might be the perfect time to take a closer look at dietary habits. Are sugary drinks a daily routine? Are processed snacks a regular part of the diet? Are there opportunities to replace those foods with more nourishing options? Small changes, repeated consistently, can add up to big benefits over time. And the eyes, those incredible windows through which we experience life, deserve that protection. Another habit that supports eye health is regular eye examinations. Many eye diseases develop slowly and without obvious symptoms in the early stages. Routine checkups allow eye care professionals to detect problems early, when they are often easier to manage. Combining regular eye exams with a balanced diet, good blood sugar control, and healthy lifestyle habits creates a powerful defense against vision problems. Think of it as a long-term investment in your ability to see the world clearly. Because the truth is, vision is one of the senses people fear losing the most. Yet protecting it often comes down to everyday choices. Choosing water instead of soda. Choosing whole foods instead of processed snacks. Choosing balanced meals instead of sugar-loaded convenience foods. These simple decisions can support not only your eyes but your entire body. And remember, it's never too late to start making healthier choices. Your body responds to positive changes at any age. Reducing sugar intake today could help protect your vision for years to come. So the next time you reach for that sugary snack or sweetened drink, pause for a moment and ask yourself, is this helping my eyes or harming them? That small moment of awareness could make a meaningful difference in your long-term health. If you found this information helpful, make sure you stick around for more videos where we talk about simple, science-based ways to protect your health, stay active, and feel your best at any age. Because taking care of your body today helps you enjoy a clearer, brighter tomorrow. Another thing many people never hear about when talking about eye health is a process inside the body called glycation. It sounds like a complicated scientific term, but the idea behind it is actually simple. Glycation happens when excess sugar in the bloodstream attaches itself to proteins and fats inside the body. When this happens, those molecules become damaged and start forming harmful compounds known as advanced glycation end products, often shortened to AGEs. These AGEs can build up in tissues throughout the body over time, especially when someone regularly consumes high amounts of sugar. What makes this process particularly concerning for seniors is that the eyes are extremely sensitive to this kind of damage. The structures inside the eye rely on delicate proteins to remain clear, flexible, and functional. When glycation interferes with those proteins, the quality of vision can slowly begin to decline. Inside the eye, one of the most important structures affected by glycation is the lens. The lens is the transparent part of the eye that helps focus light onto the retina. When it's healthy, it remains clear and flexible, allowing you to see sharp images at different distances. But when glycation begins affecting the proteins that make up the lens, those proteins can start to stiffen, clump together, and lose their transparency. Over time, this process contributes to the development of cataracts. Cataracts occur when the lens becomes cloudy, preventing light from passing through clearly. For someone experiencing cataracts, vision may start to look foggy or dim, almost as if they are looking through a dirty window. Colors may appear faded, and bright lights may cause glare or halos, especially at night. While aging itself is a natural risk factor for cataracts, studies suggest that excessive sugar intake can accelerate the process by increasing glycation within the lens. This means that people who frequently consume high-sugar diets may develop lens clouding earlier or more rapidly than those who maintain balanced blood sugar levels. The reason this happens is tied to the way sugar interacts with proteins. The lens of the eye contains long-lived proteins that are not easily replaced by the body. Unlike many other tissues where cells regenerate frequently, the proteins inside the lens remain in place for years, even decades. When sugar molecules attach to these proteins through glycation, the damage accumulates slowly but steadily. Over time, the structure of those proteins changes. They begin to lose their natural shape and function, and as more glycation products build up, the lens becomes less transparent. This gradual change can make it harder for light to pass through clearly, which directly affects vision quality. Another problem caused by glycation is increased oxidative stress. When advanced glycation end products accumulate in tissues, they can trigger chemical reactions that generate harmful free radicals. These unstable molecules attack cells and contribute to inflammation and cellular damage. In the eyes, oxidative stress can affect multiple structures, including the retina, the lens, and the tiny blood vessels that nourish eye tissues. This combination of glycation and oxidative stress creates a harmful environment that may accelerate several age-related eye problems. For seniors, the risk becomes even more significant because the body's natural ability to repair damage declines with age. Younger bodies can sometimes manage and neutralize harmful compounds more effectively, but as people grow older, those defense systems may not work as efficiently, allowing damage to accumulate more easily. This is one reason why dietary habits become increasingly important later in life. When blood sugar levels remain stable and excessive sugar intake is reduced, the rate of glycation inside the body can slow down. That means fewer harmful compounds forming and less long-term damage to important proteins, including those in the eyes. Many people assume glycation is only a concern for individuals with diabetes, but the reality is that it can occur in anyone who consistently consumes large amounts of sugar and refined carbohydrates. Even frequent spikes in blood sugar that do not reach diabetic levels can still trigger glycation processes in the body. Every time blood sugar rises significantly, there is a greater chance for sugar molecules to interact with proteins and initiate this chemical reaction. Over months and years, these repeated spikes can contribute to the gradual buildup of advanced glycation end products. In the eyes, this buildup can affect more than just the lens. The retina, which is responsible for converting light into signals that the brain interprets as images, can also be impacted. Retinal cells are extremely sensitive to metabolic changes and oxidative stress. When glycation products accumulate near retinal tissues, they may interfere with normal cellular function. This can weaken the structural support of the retina and contribute to inflammation in the surrounding tissues. Over time, this stress may increase vulnerability to degenerative conditions that affect vision. Another area where glycation can have an impact is the vitreous humor, the gel-like substance that fills the center of the eye. This material helps maintain the eye's shape and allows light to pass through to the retina. changes in the proteins within this gel can alter its consistency and clarity. As glycation affects proteins in the vitreous, the gel may become more prone to structural changes, including clumping or separation. These changes can contribute to floaters, which appear as small moving spots or shadows in the field of vision. While floaters are often harmless and common with aging, metabolic stress from glycation can increase the likelihood of structural changes occurring earlier or more frequently. Another factor that links sugar consumption to eye health is the effect glycation has on collagen. Collagen is a structural protein found throughout the body, including in the tissues surrounding the eyes. It provides strength and flexibility to many biological structures. When glycation alters collagen molecules, they can become stiff and less functional. In the eye, this can influence the integrity of supportive tissues that help maintain proper eye shape and pressure balance. These structural changes may indirectly influence conditions related to eye pressure and circulation within the eye. Healthy blood flow and tissue flexibility are essential for maintaining normal eye function. The accumulation of glycation products can also influence inflammation pathways. When ages interact with specific receptors in the body, they can trigger inflammatory signals that spread through surrounding tissues. In the eyes, chronic inflammation can interfere with normal repair mechanisms and increase susceptibility to damage from environmental factors like UV light or oxidative stress. This is particularly concerning for seniors because the eyes are constantly exposed to light and oxygen, both of which can contribute to oxidative processes. When glycation adds another layer of stress, the combined effect may accelerate the aging of eye tissues. Another reason glycation becomes more common with excessive sugar intake is the type of foods people often consume alongside sugar. Many processed foods contain refined carbohydrates that quickly break down into glucose in the bloodstream. White bread, pastries, sugary cereals, and sweetened beverages can all cause rapid spikes in blood sugar levels. These spikes create an environment where glycation reactions occur more frequently. When these foods become daily habits, the body spends more time in a state where sugar molecules are abundant in the bloodstream. This increases the chances of sugar attaching to proteins and initiating glycation. In contrast, whole foods that contain fiber help slow the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream. Vegetables, legumes, whole grains, and many fruits release glucose more gradually, reducing the intensity of blood sugar spikes. This slower release allows the body to manage glucose levels more efficiently, which reduces the likelihood of excessive glycation reactions. Antioxidant-rich foods also play an important role in counteracting the damage caused by glycation. Nutrients such as vitamin C, vitamin E, and various plant compounds help neutralize free radicals and support the body's defense systems. Foods like berries, leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and colorful vegetables provide these protective nutrients. By supporting antioxidant defenses, these foods may help reduce the oxidative stress associated with glycation. Hydration is another factor that can influence metabolic processes in the body. Adequate water intake helps support circulation and allows nutrients and oxygen to reach tissues more effectively. Good circulation is essential for eye health because the eyes depend on a constant supply of nutrients to maintain their delicate structures. When blood flow is healthy and balanced, tissues are better equipped to repair minor damage and maintain normal function. Physical activity also plays a role in regulating blood sugar levels. When muscles move and require energy, they absorb glucose from the bloodstream, which helps prevent prolonged periods of high blood sugar. Regular movement can improve insulin sensitivity, meaning the body becomes more efficient at controlling glucose levels. This can reduce the frequency and intensity of blood sugar spikes that contribute to glycation. Sleep quality is another factor that influences metabolic health. Poor sleep patterns can disrupt hormone balance and lead to higher blood sugar levels the following day. Over time, this can contribute to increased glycation activity in the body. Maintaining a consistent sleep routine helps support hormonal balance and allows the body to regulate glucose more effectively. Stress management is equally important. Chronic stress triggers the release of hormones such as cortisol, which can raise blood sugar levels. When stress becomes a constant part of daily life, it can create conditions that promote glycation reactions. Practices such as gentle exercise, relaxation techniques, and spending time outdoors may help support overall metabolic balance. Another interesting aspect of glycation is that it does not only occur inside the body. Certain cooking methods can also create glycation products in food before it is even eaten. High-temperature cooking techniques such as deep frying, grilling, or roasting for extended periods can generate compounds similar to AGEs. When these foods are consumed frequently, they may add to the body's overall glycation burden. Choosing cooking methods like steaming, boiling, or lightly sautéing foods can help reduce the formation of these compounds. These methods preserve nutrients while minimizing the creation of harmful byproducts. Spices and herbs may also provide protective benefits. Some natural compounds found in spices have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties that support the body's ability to handle metabolic stress. Ingredients like turmeric, cinnamon, and ginger contain plant compounds that may help regulate blood sugar levels and support healthy metabolic function. Cinnamon in particular has been studied for its potential role in improving insulin sensitivity and helping stabilize blood sugar responses after meals. By incorporating these kinds of ingredients into everyday meals, people can create a diet that naturally supports metabolic balance. The key idea is that glycation is not something that happens overnight. It is a slow process that develops over time when the body is repeatedly exposed to high levels of sugar. Because it progresses gradually, many people do not realize it is happening until noticeable changes begin to appear in their health. Vision changes can be one of those warning signs. Blurry vision, increased sensitivity to light, or difficulty seeing clearly at night may all reflect underlying changes within the eye. While many factors can contribute to these symptoms, metabolic health and blood sugar regulation play an important role in maintaining clear and stable vision. The encouraging part is that glycation can be influenced by lifestyle choices. By reducing excessive sugar intake and focusing on balanced nutrition, individuals can help slow the formation of harmful glycation products. Stable blood sugar levels reduce the number of opportunities for sugar molecules to attach to proteins, which helps preserve the natural structure and function of tissues. Over time, this can support healthier aging not only in the eyes but throughout the body. Proteins in the skin, blood vessels, nerves, and organs are all affected by glycation, so reducing this process benefits many systems at once. For seniors who want to protect their eyesight, understanding glycation offers a valuable perspective. It highlights how daily dietary habits influence the microscopic processes happening within the body. Every meal provides an opportunity either to increase metabolic stress or to support the body's natural protective mechanisms. Choosing foods that maintain stable blood sugar levels helps create an internal environment where delicate structures like the lens and retina can continue functioning effectively. The lens remains clearer when its proteins maintain their natural shape and flexibility. When glycation is minimized, those proteins are less likely to clump together or lose transparency. Clear proteins allow light to pass through smoothly, helping the eye focus images accurately onto the retina. Maintaining this clarity is essential for everyday activities like reading, recognizing faces, and navigating surroundings safely. Even small reductions in sugar intake can have a meaningful impact over time. When repeated day after day, healthier choices gradually shift the body's metabolic balance towards stability rather than stress. This stability reduces the likelihood of excessive glycation reactions taking place within tissues. Protecting vision often involves looking beyond obvious factors and understanding the hidden processes happening at the cellular level. Glycation is one of those processes that quietly influences how the body ages.